Hello, third graders. We're going to go through a slideshow presentation on introducing the Chromebook. And you've had your Chromebooks over the summer, at the beginning of the school year here, so you've had a little bit of an opportunity to kind of explore them, but we're going to really talk about some expectations and how you should be using your Chromebook. The first thing you want to know is your learning targets is that you can turn it your Chromebook on, that you can get onto a Wi-Fi network, how to carry your Chromebook, and how to use the touchpad on your Chromebook. So this is a video on how you can, everything that you can do on it. So we're going to watch that really quickly.
This is a laptop. This is a computer. This has the web? That's weird. Okay, so it's the web. There are no programs? So there's nothing to start up. Then how do I do stuff? There's no messy desktop? So no rolling hills of green. Can I use it anywhere? On a unicycle? My calendars, emails, documents. Everything can be saved to the web. That's crazy. So I can throw this thing into a river. And I won't lose my stuff? It doesn't need virus protection. What about annoying updates? Or patches? Or patches for the patches? So it gets better in real time. I wonder if people are ready for this. It's kind of a new thought.
All right, when we're in school, you're going to be loading your Chromebook into a Chromebook cart every day so that it gets charged. There's a little red blinking light, so you always want to make sure that when you're plugging it in that it's making that connection. If you don't see the red light, then you know it's not making a connection and it's not going to be charged. So be really careful about how you're doing it and pulling the wires when you're loading into the cart. When you're carrying your Chromebook, whether that's here at school or at home, use both hands. The thumbs are on the top and the cover is always closed. You don't want to be walking around with your Chromebook open, and you don't want to be walking around carrying it with one hand. We don't want to have any damage done to the Chromebooks before you get them back to school. You can see here's the look down at it, the keyboard of the Chromebook, and there's the on power button. Most of you have already found that because we've been enjoying each other's company on our Google Meets in the morning. Also at the bottom of your screen, you can check to see if there's connection. After you open your Chromebook, the first thing you need to do is make sure you have a Wi-Fi signal. It's at the bottom right-hand corner where you should see the symbol. If you don't see it, there's an X over it, then that means you're not connected to the Wi-Fi. So if you get on one day and for some reason you're not able to connect, or you're working at home and all of a sudden you can't connect, it might be because you've got the Wi-Fi signal has broken up. So you're going to click on the X and the menu will pop up and show that there's no network, so you'll have to search for the network. Here at school, this is the Chromebook connection that you'll be making, and at home, of course, you'll have your own Wi-Fi that you're connecting to. And once you click on it and get logged in, then you'll see the symbol would appear full. When you're logging on, you're going to add a person. Now, most of you have already been on, so this isn't necessary, but just so you're aware, if for some reason your Chromebook has to be re-imaged or redone, if you have to bring it in because it needs some support, you might have to add a person when you come back, when you get your Chromebook back. It's your first name underscore last name and then the year you're graduating. For you guys in third grade this year, it's the number 30 at ardale.org, and then you're going to click next, and you'll put in your student password, which is your 6-digit number. You can choose one of the avatars that are provided or choose the camera and take a picture of yourself for your avatar. Please do not be putting random pictures up on your screensaver. Everything that is on your Chromebook should be appropriate for school. So if for some reason you've uploaded an image right now and you're looking at it and see that your screen, your background screen or your avatar is not school appropriate, please make a change of that. We've already logged into the Robbinsdale area schools, but this is how you would go about doing it. And using your touchpad is just by putting your finger simply over the cross of the touchpad to move your cursor. That's the little arrow around your screen. If you want to click on the touchpad, you use 2 fingers, not 1. On your right click. Scrolling, you can place your 2 fingers on it and move it up and down, and that will scroll across your screen. Down at the bottom, you'll see the icons that are in the lower left-hand corner. You have your Launcher app, your Chromebook browser, that's the internet, your Google Drive, so that's going to be where you're going to find any presentations we do this year, and then your Gmail, that's where a lot of your information is going to come through by your teacher. They're going to be sending you emails, and anything that you might have downloaded will show up there on the blue file. To access your apps, click on the launch, and that's going to help you get into things like Clever. And you can see here are some examples of what apps might show up on your screen when you open it up. Most of these things now you're going to be finding in Clever when you go into there. Those will be where you'll find your Mac and Via, Extra Math, Benchmark, that kind of thing. It's important to shut down at the end of the day so that your Chromebook can update the next time it's powered up. So if some of you have been having problems because your Chromebook isn't powered up, it's because you haven't been turning it off. So hold the power button down until the Chromebook turns off. Also, sometimes you might see a little white rectangle show up in the middle of the screen, and then just choose the power off button there. When we're at school, make sure you're always plugging your computer back into the matching slot so your Chromebook can get charged. You're going to be following your teacher's directions on how to carefully put it in so that the cords are not damaged and that everything is neatly put in there. You can see this is a great example of what a Chromebook cart should look like at school at the end of the day. So on your Chromebook, you're going to know where you can find your math activities, know where you can find your reading activities. We're not going to worry about formative assessments right now, but know that we will be working on those, especially when we come back to school. So everything for us is in our Clever account, the Extra Math and Compass Learning. Well, we don't use Compass Learning, we read Reading Plus. And here are some other activities that we might explore this year, but don't worry about those right now. All right. Some miscellaneous stuff. We're not going to go through all of these. All right. So if you have any, when you're at home, make sure that your Chromebook is being plugged in every night and recharged, and also that it is ready to go the next day. If you have any further questions about what to do with your Chromebook, ask your teacher. Thank you.